Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's Mecca Media in the morning.
Hey man, I like the way you remix that. I ain't mad at it. But it's the Mecca Media Morning Show. Where you going, man? What's going on?
What's going on? We're coming to the close of Black History Month.
Kofi?
50th anniversary. It all started right here in the hood. Well, in the hood over there. Kent State University. That's where Black History Month started. Now, I don't want anybody out there to get it twisted or ever forget that Black History Month did not come from Negro History Week. I don't care what you read, reread it, because it's incorrect. Doesn't even really make sense. Negro History Week is a whole separate thing. We're talking about Black History Month. We're talking about something that was revolutionary. We're talking about something that was earth-shattering. We're talking about something that was earth-changing. We're talking about something that has now gone global. And we have here today in front of us 4 of the progenitors of Black History Month. Now we have over here, I believe, Dr. Edward W. Crosby, who was employed at Kent State University and founded the Institute for African American Affairs, the Center of Pan-African Culture, the African Theater Arts program over there. And then it got transformed into the Department of Pan-African Studies. So he's a traditional Pan-Africanist in the red, black, and cut right out of the red, black, and green cloth of the flag. And then we've got over here Dean Wilson. Now Dean Wilson was his, you could say they were rivals, but at the same time, they were crucial for each other's survival because you had one on one side of the fence and one on the other. Just like Malcolm and Martin. And Malcolm could always say, Martin could always say, well, look, if you don't want to deal with me, then you're going to have to deal with Malcolm. But in this case, they had to deal with Dr. Crosby because Dr. Crosby had the backing of the students. He clothed himself in the student body. And that's how he was able to survive and push his agenda and push his program for the full 20-odd years that he was on the campus of Kent State University. So it was due to the efforts of people like the brother over here, Carl Gregory, otherwise known as Saidi Dati, and the brother over here, Dwayne White, otherwise known as Ibrahim Abdullah Al-Kafiz. That's right, the brother was a straight Muslim. Now, these young brothers here were some of the founders of of the Black United Students, and they also were involved in the initiation of the first Black History Month celebration that was started right here in Kent, Ohio, on the campus of Kent State University, and featured people like Gwendolyn Brooks, the Pulitzer Prize winning poet, Quincy Troup, who afterwards he wrote the biography or autobiography of Miles Davis. Eugene Redmond, who hangs out with Oprah just whenever Oprah does something, she always invites Eugene Redmond. He's also another poet. It also involved James Garrett, who was the founder of the first Black Student Union in California. Who else was involved that was there? Oh, Don Henderson, who became assistant vice provost of University of Pittsburgh. So you had a number of people who were luminaries in their own right, even though their luminosity may not have been shining exactly at that point. They were rising stars. These were the young bucks coming up. And what they established is one of the premier Black studies departments anywhere on the planet Earth, because there was no such thing as Black studies before it was established at Kent State and other universities like it. There were people like Carter G. Woodson that had been dealing with Black history, but there were no Black studies departments, particularly in the predominantly white universities. So we want to remember them, we want to remember their effort, and for sure, we want to continue to celebrate Black History Month because it's needed now more than ever. It seems as though the tendency now is for Black History Month to devolve into a celebration of Martin Luther King. Love Martin Luther King. However, they don't even give us the full story on him. Nobody talks about his stance on the Vietnam War, etc., etc., etc. So we've got a lot more work to do. It's time for you to get involved if you're not already. You can contact us through www.blakfacts.org. Make sure to spell it with a K because we dropped the C because it's just too curled up for me. Keep up with us right here on AkronHipHop.com. Peace out.